Hi guys, my name is Abdul Rashid and today I'm going to be demoing a project that my partner and I, Colin, completed for freeCodeCamp and the Learning Exchange. So I'm going to be going through what the Learning Exchange is about, and I'm going to talk about the site we built and then the technology stack we used to build the site, and I'm also going to give a demo of the site. So first of all, the Learning Exchange is a non-profit organization based in Quebec. They focus on free education, educating the public and making sure people have the basic skills they need to survive in the environment. So the site we had to build for them was an educational site where they could post educational material based on 9 essential skills. So this is the current site. So they have 9 essential skills: writing, computer use, reading, thinking, oral communication, document use, numeracy, working with others, and continuous learning. So these 9 essential skills are what they feel and what they believe everybody should have to be able to survive in the current environment. So we had to build this site, and when they came up to us, it took a long while for us to decide what we were going to use. We wanted a Node.js backend, and we couldn't go with WordPress because WordPress is PHP. And then we were able to find a CMS called Apostrophe. So, yeah. So Apostrophe is a, sorry, just a second. Yeah, Apostrophe is a content management system that gives you a very good design basis for your app. So if I try the live demo, now this is a very good basis for your app. You can see you have a good functioning nav bar. You have this page where you can add content, you can remove content from it. You have other pages that look quite the same, and then you have another page which looks entirely different. So in our case, we also have this nav bar, and then we have multiple pages where you could see material. So in the writing page, we have content related to writing. We have alphabet organizers, we have business English, we have business letters. And right on the left here, we have a tag list, which is like tags which when you click on, it takes you to everything related to that tag. So I clicked on cover letter and it's going to show me everything related to cover letter from the site. Yeah. So so as I said, for this we had to use Apostrophe, and we had to do a lot, and I'm just going to show you a demo of the site so you see what it's about. So this is my development environment, so I can play around with this as much as I want. So I have this, I have a home, I have essential skills, and I have content. So this is empty because there's nothing on the site. So what I have right here, this is a page, and I could easily create a new page. I could call this reading, and I would make it a snippets page, published, showing navigation, yes, tags, and I'm going to add reading to the tags. And then I would make it show snippets with these tags. And I'm going to come back to the concept of snippets very soon. So when I save this page, now you can see when I saved it, reading shows up here, and then it also shows up as part of the essential skills. So we have 9 predefined essential skills, and each time I add a page that belongs to an essential skill, it shows up in this part of the nav bar. So I click on reading, and there's nothing on the site, which brings me to snippets. So snippets are basically reusable pieces of content. So I could define a snippet and use it in various parts of my page. So let me create one snippet. So I go to my navbar, click on snippets, new snippet, and then I'm going to call this reading books. Published, yes, tags, and I'm going to add reading to the tags. Now when I add reading, because the page I created had a tag reading on it, whichever snippet I create will automatically show up on the reading page. So on the body, I'm just going to add some text and say reading is fun, why don't you try it? And then hide the title. I'm not going to hide the title, and now I'm going to add. Now once I do this, this shows up reading books, reading is fun, why don't you try it? And also on the left, the tag I added was reading. Now I could go to my snippets, manage snippets. I have reading books, yes. And what I can do now is I could decide to add up multiple tags. I could add fun, I could add fun times, I could add good for you, and as many as I want, and then I save this. Now when I go back to my site, right on the left, I can see it's updated, the four of them. This is one amazing thing. Now besides this, if you just want a static page, Apostrophe allows that by default. So you have a title, call it static page, make it a default page, yes, and yeah, showing navigation, yes. And now I don't need a tag, but even though I can also put reading and then save. Now this is my static page, and there is nothing, even though I put the tag of reading on it. There's nothing related to reading here, which is a very, very nice thing. Apostrophe has the ability to separate content based on what you want. So that's about adding content. Now, right now I'm logged in. What if I wanted to give other users the ability to add content to it? So Apostrophe has this thing called users and groups. So I could create a new group and call them add content group. And now what I want from this group, I don't want them to, they aren't guests, no, and they can edit files, yes, and so admin all means like they're also an admin for everything in the sites, which I don't want. Admin files means they can add files and delete files and edit files, and then edit files, yes. Admin snippets, so admin snippets means they can add, and like the thing is admin files means you can add and remove files. Edit files means you can only add files. So it's very good when you want something like people adding files, but you don't want them to delete files because of fear of losing things. Yeah. So I could create this group add, and now I go to people and add new person and call him John Ricky. Now the full name is automatically John Ricky, and then I add. And then I go to my groups and manage groups, add content group, and then I go to the people in the group and I can add John Ricky right here. So now I've created a new person, John Ricky, and I've added him to a group, so he'll be able to have all the functionality that I have defined for that group. So now I can also manage media content. I can add pictures, I can add videos, I can add PDF files, I can add forms, and also it has a built-in form it has forms built into it, so I could fill in a form and send to the users when I want. But that's currently disabled for the site because we don't require users to enter things in forms. You can do that from their main website at tleliteracy.com. And then that's all. And then for the technology stack, on the back end, Apostrophe uses Node.js. So you can have a look at their source code on GitHub. It's open and everyone can see it. And then for the view engine, it uses Jinja, which is Jinja. So it's a Python template engine. And then for the CSS, it uses Less as a preprocessor, and it uses MongoDB on the back end. So Apostrophe gives you a good base to start with, and then if you want extra functionality like we needed, you would have to modify a few things sometimes and a lot of things sometimes. So it was a very good project, and I would say I really learned a lot from it, and I know how good it feels to help a nonprofit. And anyone who's looking to join Free Code Camp, I would say it's a very, very great community. Every time I go in there, there's always people willing to help if you have problems, and you will definitely learn to code, and you will learn to code well. And once in a while, if you feel like maybe you're slacking on your reading skills or your writing skills or your computer use skills, you can just hop onto the site at essentialskillsquebec.com, and then you can just have a look at what they have. You can search for content if you want, typing maybe. Yeah, you could see typing tutorial. So basically almost anything you want, you could get on the site. And thanks for watching, and once again, FreeCodeCamp is a great community, and helping nonprofits is also great. And if you feel like you love both of them, then I would suggest you go with them. So thanks for watching and have a great day.